Hey everybody, welcome back to the best coin news channel on YouTube. I'm sonofasilverstacker. In today's Numismatic News and Information for the 6th day of March 2024, I'd like to welcome you over to moneymetals.com. Check out those live spot prices as well as the availability and the premium of the 24 American Silver Eagles. After that, we'll bounce over to the United States Mint website, check out their bullion sales, and then we'll get on to the main story of the show. But before all that, if you're new here, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. We're trying to get to a bazillion subs. That way we can open up the Son of a Silver Stacker store. Now, let's get busy. Looks like gold's up 385 to 2142. That's incredible, folks. We're at all-time highs here for gold. And are we seeing all-time highs for platinum and palladium and silver? Absolutely not. Somebody knows something about gold. Now, silver's up a dime to $23.97. Platinum up $7.90 to $901.80. And palladium up $13.95 to $999.65. You're looking at an in-stock American Silver Eagle, whose premium is $6.99. You're going to get out of there for $30.97 for a quantity of 1 through 39. And they're going to buy those back from you right there at $25.60 a piece. Now, there you go. These are the bullion sales at the United States Mint, and they're updated every weekday by 5 p.m. Eastern Time. It says so right there. And there's no new tale to tell, even though we're about a week into March. So really interesting. I mean, we did get some numbers for February at the very end of February, but for about the last week and a half, almost 2 weeks, we have seen no new tale to tell for the bullion sales. Now let's go over here. I don't know. I still haven't been able to wrap my head around this, and I don't think I would be very surprised if this shiny candy like red button disappears and goes to a blue button. Is it really? I mean, look, it says last chance, Liberty and Britannia order window closing 3/8/2024. Last chance for what? A pre-order? Why would they scream about pre-orders so loudly from the top of the mountain? Maybe in 2 days this is done, right? Like you can't get any more of the Liberty and Britannia silver medal. And if that is the case, what's up with that? Now, let's keep on keeping on. This is coinnews.net. This is an article by Mike Unser dated March 5th. That was just yesterday. And it says dual dated 1776, 2026 cent and nickel recommended for Semiquincentennial. And folks, I listened to the CCAC meeting, and it looks like the United States Mint actually was the one that said, hey, look, we'd really like to keep the designs for the 2026 coins for the penny and the Jefferson nickel the same, like right there, because it would be too much on their I guess on their system or their production. It would just cost too much, and so because it costs so much, it would be more expensive than the 3 cents and the 11 cents to strike the penny and the Jefferson nickel. Well, they said no. So that does give us some indication that the United States Mint actually does have some say, not just the CCAC, and it's a Commission of Citizens Coinage Advisory Committee, and then the Commission of Fine Arts. Well, they also have a say, but look, ultimately, I think it's the Mint say so. So I don't think let's ever get confused about that again, because let's face it, the Mint does tell them what's what and what they can use for designs. No doubt about it. I heard it in the meeting. All right, let's keep on keeping on. It says dual-dated Lincoln cents and Jefferson nickels have been recommended as part of the United States 250th anniversary celebration in 2026. That's the Semiquincentennial. Say that fast 5 times. All right, in 2026, with circulating coins set to undergo redesign solely for that year. And folks, we did listen, and there would have been a privy mark here with a bell with the 250 in it. One of them looked accused, one of them didn't, and one of them was over here, one was over there. Yeah, they were kind of all over the place. Now, what do you think about this one, folks? 1776 to 2026. Really not much has changed, right? They just added the 1776 and that squiggly line there. I used to remember what that was called. It says here 7 U.S. Mint proposed designs, 4 for the cent and 3 for the nickel, were reviewed. And honestly, why not just show them right here, right? So these are the 7 designs. I will leave a link in the description for this particular one. Remember, yeah, so that one looks accused. That one looks a little bit raised. And these are the ones, look at that. So 3 of these had privy marks, and they chose the one without. Yeah, thank you. But we can be happy about that, because the 2026 coins, the best of the mint, are going to have the 250th anniversary or 250 semiquincentennial privy mark on that coin. So that's going to be pretty exciting. All right, so that was the 7 proposed designs. We saw 4 for the penny. Yeah, there they are. And then obviously there's the other additional 3 for the Jefferson nickel. So yeah, there's all 7 designs. All right. And there it is. Both committees preferred the date range options of 1776 to 2026, separated by a tilt. There you go. That's what it's called. Over a combination of dates and privy mark. The proposed Privy Mark showcases 250 with an illustration of the Liberty Bell, and there it is. And not all of them look like that, right? Some of them are actually indented or incused, right? Like those two there. So I don't know why they used that one. They could have used both of them side by side. That'd have been pretty cool. Now it says here, of note, while other circulating coins will see redesigns in 2026 for both their obverses and reverses. That's right. Don't forget, the Kennedy half dollar will never look the same after 2026. Starting in 2026, right? That's it. That's the end of that design. And Kennedy's going to be facing the other direction. Isn't that something? Yeah, that's amazing. We are really, look, this is the great American coin renaissance. I know I haven't said that in some time, but we are very lucky. And I think we've entered the great American coin renaissance back in 1999. This is the great age of collecting. Of note, while other circulating coins will see redesigns in 2026 for both their obverses and reverses, the 1 cent and the 5 cents will not, according to the U.S. Mint, for various production reasons. Yeah, it costs too much money. That's the various reasons. Cash money, even though the mint makes money, right? And they don't probably lose a whole lot of money, but they would if they did strike special Lincoln cents and Jefferson nickels for one special year. There it is. Yeah. And that's the one they actually voted on right there. 1776 with the tilde and 2026 Liberty and P. There would have been 5 lines on here if they added the that 250th Privy Mark. Now, it says here some members of the CCAC showed support for the addition of the Privy Mark, especially for the cent, while most considered the nickel's design too busy with its inclusion. Absolutely. I agree with that. I think they're right. I think they did the right thing here. I think they chose wisely. As for the CFA, the recommendation letter for the designs noted in part, for both coins, the commission members recommended option 1, which would augment the minting year to provide the commemorative date range of 1776 to 2026. They commented that the simplicity of this modification would be appropriate for these small coins, because they didn't want it to get too busy and too complex, right? While the other alternatives containing the Liberty Bell Privy Mark and the number 250 would add excessive and illegible complexity. Acknowledging the intent to develop distinct designs for the 2 coins, here we go. They said this differentiation already sufficiently achieved by the treatment of the word liberty. So they thought it might have been redundant, right? Liberty typeset on the 1 cent coin and then the Thomas Jefferson's cursive script on the 5 cent coin right there, Liberty. So yeah, I guess they thought it was too redundant. Otherwise, they'd have stuck that on there. In line with earlier discussions, for those who appreciate the Privy Mark, it is expected to appear on each of the Best of Mint 2026 Semiquincentennial gold, coins, and silver medals. Yep, there you go. So that's that. Interesting little article there. Kind of basically sums up what we talked about earlier. I will leave a link in the description for those articles, the dual dated one and the design candidates. Now, I will also leave a link in the description for this one. This is Numismatic News. This is by Patrick Heller. This is dated February 29th. That's Leap Day 2024. And I kind of wanted to bounce this off you. I love my American Innovation coins. I collect the circulating business strikes, P and D. I collect the proofs and the reverse proofs. I love them all. Really beautiful coins. And honestly, I think this is an epic article by Patrick Heller. Title of this article is, over here at Numismatic News, Missed Opportunities with American Innovation Dollars. And they could have wrote this on day 1, honestly. The U.S. Mint is striking American innovation dollars to honor an innovator, or a group of innovators from each state and territory. Absolutely, right? Now, it says here, the first U.S. Mint Numismatic Forum was held in Philadelphia in October of 2016. As a participant of this event, I provided U.S. Mint officials with a document titled Ways to Stimulate and Revitalize the Hobby. I think we've read this before. Observations and suggestions from a 52-year collector, a 35-year dealer, and numismatic media participant. So, yeah, it sounds like he's got the credentials. So if you're a credentialist, this guy is your guy, right? He's got all the right credentials. There it is, right? So in this article, I listed 14 strengths of the numismatic hobby, 14 weaknesses, 13 opportunities, and 5 threats. Oh boy, that's pretty comprehensive, isn't it? In the first item listed under opportunities, I propose that the U.S. Mint issue a collection of coins issued over a 3 to 5 year time frame. I then listed 10 possible themes for such an issue. The first of these ideas was historic inventions by state. Yeah, well, that 3 to 5 year time frame is brilliant. I love that, and I hope the United States Mint continues that, much like they did the American Women Quarters program. Now, it says here, just over a month later, legislation was introduced into Congress calling for the U.S. Mint to strike American innovation dollars to honor an innovator, or a group of innovators from each state and territory. It was signed into law by then-President Trump on July 18, 2018. All right. The first coin was issued in 2018 with a maximum of 4 issues annually. The series is expected to be complete in 2032. Now, don't forget, we're going to get some AI coins that celebrate the Semiquincentennial and may see that 250th anniversary preview mark on that as well. So super excited. Can't wait to see those designs for 2026. Really looking forward to it. Super duper. All right. Now, I was never informed by U.S. Mint officials that my suggestion had any influence on this coin series becoming a reality. No doubt several people could have thought the same idea when the timing of the bill's introduction into Congress could simply be coincidental when I submitted my thought. Yeah, that's interesting. In making my suggestion, my intent was such a coin series could spark additional interest in numismatics, but to maximize that result, these coins would need to be issued into circulation, as has been done with the statehood quarters. Yeah, that would have been huge. American the Beautiful quarters and American Women quarters circulating coins would enable a greater number of people to see them and, if interested, to be able to possibly collect them at face value. And not only that, but learn, right? How about learn and grow about the things on the coins, right? That's huge. Now, it would have been something amazing to actually have these coins circulating in the general public. And, I do believe the Sacagawea dollar, the Native American dollar, was actually in circulation with, I think it was Elizabeth Petrovich, the Alaska Native American dollar was actually, and you know what, it's really up to the state that you live in, whether or not these are going to be in circulation. They could ask for a special, hey, you know what, we're going to take some of those and we're going to put them in circulation. So really, I think it is the option of the state also, in addition to the United States Mint or the Federal Reserve, that's going to determine whether these hit circulation. The statehood quarters was enormously profitable for the United States Mint. The cost to produce these coins was a quarter to a third of face value. Hundreds of millions of coins were removed from circulation by collectors and accumulators. What are you, a collector or an accumulator? That's interesting. Unfortunately, or regrettably, the U.S. Mint did not follow my suggestions to issue should get a job at the Mint then. Suggestions to issue these coins into circulation or to complete the series in a maximum of 5 years. Instead, the Mint has only made the circulation strike coins available to people who purchase them from the U.S. Mint at prices above face value. Well, that's normally what they do, right? Nothing out of the ordinary there, right? I mean, they sell the Kennedy half dollars above face value, right? The distribution method brought at least 3 negative consequences. First, relatively few non-numismatists are even aware of these coins. Yowza, right? That's true. But isn't it our duty as coin collectors to kind of educate the public about that? Not necessarily. It isn't just the Mint's job to educate collectors, right? Second, the mintages are far smaller than were struck for the U.S. presidential dollars struck for circulation, issued from George Washington through James Garfield. Each of the presidential dollars put into circulation has combined Philadelphia and Denver mintages of at least 70 million coins. Only the very first American innovation dollar has a combined circulation strike mintage of over 1 million. Yeah, these are super low mintages, folks. Maybe 500, 600,000 coins on some of them. Third, spreading this series over more than 14 years discourages numismatists of any age from collecting them. I disagree with that. That's a shot in the dark, so to speak. This slow release of issues blunts demand in a world trending more toward instant gratification. I don't know. There are still opportunities to promote the hobby of numismatic and increase U.S. Mint profits. At the U.S. Mint Numismatic Forum of 2019, I wrote a proposal to Mint officials that it could accomplish both goals if we release perhaps 4 million of each Kennedy half dollar and American Innovation dollar into circulation. I wouldn't mind that, honestly. Higher distribution of these coins would enhance Mint profits while simultaneously creating a new class of modern rarities for the public to seek in their change. The schedule for releasing new issues is probably not something that can be accelerated, but increasing the production of forthcoming coins in this series could be relatively easy to accomplish. What do you think? Yeah, and by the way, here are my 9 other ideas. Series of U.S. coins included in my 2016 document. There it is, folks. Interesting little article there. What do you think? Did the U.S. Mint miss an opportunity when it came to the innovation dollars? Maybe they did in a few instances. But for the most part, I think the program is spot on. It's an amazing program, and I can't wait for its conclusion, and I'm really looking forward to those 2026 innovation dollars. Now, let's get over to the plus ones. This is conformity. Now, if you want people to think you are wise, just agree with them. But remember this, where many go, no grass will grow. Now, this is 3/9's fine, 99.9 KOI and Coin News Radio. How about that? That's a pretty cool shot. I like that. This is Glory Days by Bruce Springsteen. Yeah, you know the one, Bruce Springsteen. That guy, the boss. That's it, folks. I want to thank y'all for dropping by. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that like button. And if you do like what you hear and see, sub the channel. It is free. Stagger out.